Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm discussing something a little bit different. If you guys are not familiar with me, my name is Lala. I've been documenting my journey in Africa and I've been documenting my personal journey, but usually I'm concerned with black topics, not so much the industry or the media, but today I'm just more so concerned with the truth. And because I have a lot of wisdom on this topic and these type of scandals, I just had to speak my voice behind this whole scandal. So if you guys are not familiar with what's going on with Balenciaga, don't feel bad. I didn't know what was going on at first. I just heard everyone talking about it. First I heard Kanye discussing it, and because I'm not really into like luxury fashion, I didn't really like take a look at it. But once I did, it just reminded me of the Epstein case that was out last year and the whole Gate scandal. I can't say the whole name for because I don't want them to block my video, but when that scandal was released to the public, a lot of the imagery in this ad was very similar to what they were discussing about that scandal. And if you guys are not familiar with that scandal, just look up Epstein and you'll see all the information you need to see, but they do hide a lot from the public. So anyways, in this campaign with Balenciaga, one of the pictures features different toddlers and little babies, little girls and little boys, and they are dressed in just regular loungewear. But what's shocking is the bear that they holding is wearing BDSM apparel, which is like bondage, apparel, and fishnets, chains, chokers. And the baby is surrounded by wine glasses, and it's just all this disturbing imagery. And if you look, just look at the picture, it's just something off. And if you don't understand it, maybe you just like desensitized. And I think a lot of people are desensitized. I think at least 75% of people, maybe that's underestimating, is desensitized to looking at keen details. When I saw it, all I saw was the teddy bears with these black eyes. And like I was telling y'all about the scandal last year with Epstein, they were talking about child abuse, I can't say the word, and child pornography, and how, I remember them discussing how they wanted to legalize it. And I remember them discussing how when the children are abused in these circumstances, they get like these black eyes called panda eyes. And if you Google it, the Gate and the panda eyes, you'll see what I'm talking about. And the teddy bear that she was holding looked similar to the condition that babies get when they are in trauma. So in traumatizing abusive situations. I can't say the words because y'all, I would get flagged. So yeah, it just reminded me of that. And also there was another campaign ad that they had with a purse where they did an Adidas collaboration, and under the purse there is a stack of papers, and on the top of the stack, just peeking out for everybody to see, all you got to do is zoom in and you see a court case where they're trying to legalize child pornography as free speech. Like they're trying to be able to legalize it. So I'm like, why do y'all have all of these things that correlate in a sinister way on both of your ad campaigns? And what they're saying now is they're suing. Balenciaga is saying that they're about to sue. They're about to sue the commercial company that came up with these images. But we all know, like, big companies like this, multi-million-dollar companies, there's no way that that this type of imagery would just not be approved before they even put it out to the public? You mean to tell me everybody in your company just missed these fine and blatant details? Not only is some of the things covert, but it's also overtly there in your face. And you know what I think? I think that they purposely are doing this to try to desensitize the public when it pertains to child pornography. So that's what I really think they're trying to do, because it's like, come on, like, who are you gaslighting? Like, you cannot gaslight everyone in the public to tell us that you did not see these images before you released it. It's crazy to me. And you know, I'm just gonna play a video where Kanye was talking about how, you know, the public, because if you're familiar with Kanye's situation right now, Balenciaga and Adidas cut ties with him because he made opinions about his heritage and where he's from, and he made opinions about who is in control in the media, and he was labeled so, you know, and he's canceled. But yet you have these blatant images overtly staring you in your face, and nobody is crying outrage. I see journalists speaking out, I see YouTubers speaking out, I see everyone speaking out, but the celebrities, the same celebrities that were condemning Kyrie and Kanye for just searching for their heritage and speaking unpopular opinions amongst, you know, different topics, there was so much outrage. We have so much outrage, especially in the black community, about our own people when they make unpopular opinions, or, you know, they're just searching for their truth. And we are so unforgivable towards them, but we're so forgiving towards other, you know, types of people. And it's sad. And as far as the public is concerned, it's like, what do you guys think about all these celebrities that's not really speaking out? What do you think about all these celebrities that's repping Balenciaga that will not say a word, even though we clearly see what's going on? But he speaks about that, and I'm just going to play that video real quick.
We saw Adidas freeze my accounts. We saw me get debanked. And you think, if that can happen to someone like me, what's happening to all of America? What's happening to all the world? If you have an opinion, even if you speak up, there's so many people that they're working a regular job, and they know if they say anything to their manager, then they'll lose their position, they'll lose their job.
Right.
You know, they tried to destroy me in press. They tried to destroy all of my businesses at the same time, and the world saw it, and no one's saying anything. You know, as far as like none of the celebrities, so this just shows you all celebrities are controlled. You don't see no celebrities talking about the Balenciaga situation, right? So that just shows you all of these celebrities out here, don't let them influence you in any way, because they're controlled by the people who really influence the world. There's no such thing as a celebrity influencer.
So yeah, that's what he had to say, and I agree with him. I feel like, you know, there are still going to be people that's going to support the celebrities that support Balenciaga. There's still going to be people who support Balenciaga, but this is how the world is, and I think that's the reason they are showing it to the world, because they want it to become normalized. So this is the reason why they blatantly put it in your face and then come out with this gaslit apology, is because they want you to eventually accept it. So they're going to throw it in your face little by little until we support it all together. Just like, you know, the transsexual lifestyle and different type of things that they have tried to normalize, you know. So I say this to say, like, I still feel like people are still going to support celebrities because they feel like celebrities are idols, and they don't realize that a lot of these celebrities are put in a position they are put in because they know that these people can easily be controlled. Yes, a lot of them are talented. Yes, so some of them are talented. Yes, some of them are, you know, not bad people. It's just, are they weak people? Because you're definitely weak morally if you cannot come out and speak about something that is morally unjust and wrong towards children at that. Like, it's just crazy to me. But okay, so Candace spoke up about it. I like some of the things that she had to say because it's very similar to what I'm saying now, but let's hear it.
You may know Balenciaga, it's a huge brand. Kim Kardashian is one of the faces of it. And if you go to her profile right now, she has dripped herself in their new campaign. Balenciaga and Adidas are teaming up. They want nothing to do with Ye, neither does she. Perfect brands for all of them to unite and to sell some products. Here's what happened with Balenciaga. Balenciaga recently released their ad for their next campaign, okay? In the ad, they have very young children. You can go to their website and they probably have already taken it down. Then they shot another photo from the campaign, and the same exact campaign, and there is a Balenciaga purse, and under the purse, there's a lot of papers. When you zoom in to the papers, what you will see is it is a Supreme Court decision. You now have Balenciaga, one of the loudest brands in the world, biggest brands in the world, loudest brands in the world, with a fleet of A-list celebrities, okay, that stand behind them. This is the same Balenciaga that just dropped Ye. Then they shot another photo from the campaign, and the same exact campaign, and there is a Balenciaga purse, and under the purse there's a lot of papers. When you zoom in to the papers, what you will see is it is a Supreme Court decision. The Supreme Court decision was Ashcroft versus the Freedom of Speech Coalition, the Freedom Coalition for Speech, right? That was a decision that the Supreme Court struck down certain aspects of virtual child. Okay, so essentially they are putting these papers that was the Supreme Court decision to strike down certain laws pertaining to virtual child under the purse. So there is no confusion where they stand. They are happy that the Supreme Court decided to get rid of virtual child laws, which now allows them to have these children that are holding these bearers.
So, like she said, they already showing people where they stand. This is the year of the truth. I think we're in the age of Aquarius, and it's all about the truth, the veil being lifted. And if this is not the blatant truth right in front of your face, I don't know what to tell you. So we're in a time now where you gotta pick a side. Are you gonna be influenced by people who are controlled? Or are you going to stand up and speak up and say, this is wrong? Are you going to be a true influencer, or are you going to be a follower? Because we already see what side they stand on. And if you refuse to see the truth, it's because you don't want to see the truth. And anyone who supports these celebrities that's supporting Balenciaga, and after it's right in front of your face, we know where you stand, okay? As far as I'm concerned, I don't support none of this. And I already knew that this stuff was going to be exposed eventually, because this really correlates with what was going on with the Epstein case. It actually is the same network of people, if you really pay attention. So a lot of these celebrities that people look up to, they're nothing to look up to, honestly. And that's why I don't listen to a lot of artists. I don't watch a lot of reality TV. I don't watch any reality TV. I don't watch any of that stuff, because I know that these are not idols. God is the only idol for me, okay? So I don't follow celebrities. I don't follow anyone but God. And if you choose a side, make sure you're choosing the right side of history, because America is being revealed. The umbrella, the companies that are aligned with one another, that supports pedophilia, supports these sinister acts, they're letting you know where they stand. And Kanye's trying to tell people the truth, and instead people want to pay attention to a statement that he made about racism or a statement that he made about slavery. Well, we all know that a statement goes deeper than the surface level, but I'm not going to get into that. We're so sensitive amongst ourselves when we make certain comments or opinions, but when these multi-billion-dollar companies and a whole bunch of celebrities don't speak out, we don't have as much heat for these companies. Why is that? Is it because we want to belong? Is it because we don't want to be the odd one out? We don't want to be seen as a conspiracy theorist? I don't know why. But I chose my side a long time ago. And I've been seeing, I've been awakened to what's going on in the industry, what's going on in the fashion industry, in the media industry. I know what's going on. So I think they're going to continue to put out ads like this and then give you some gaslighted apology. What is there to apologize about? Like, all of this stuff correlates and it's clear where you stand. So anyone who feeds into that apology, you're just as weak as they come. But that's it for today, you guys. That's all I had to talk about. Thank you for watching. Bye. One love.